Joining us live in the KX Country Clubhouse this afternoon, Mr. Nate Smith. How are you, pal?
Just having a good time with you. We're already making like Chris Farley jokes like from all the old movies, and we're having a good time in here.
Welcome back to KX Country.
Thanks a lot. I'm happy to be in Hamilton, the birthplace of Tim Hortons.
Yes, sir. I hear you're going to the original location today.
I have to.
Excellent.
I have to. For one, I need coffee in a little while again because I'm a coffee addict. But I do love Tim Hortons coffee, and then why not go to the original? That's pretty cool.
Welcome back to KX Country. You look great, by the way.
I feel good. I feel good. Thank you
feel good. You look good.
Oh yeah, I feel really great. Honestly,
let's normalize that. Dudes complimenting other dudes.
It's okay. It actually it feels good. It feels good. You know, I remember the first time it just was hugging my guy friends all the time, and that was a big deal.
Okay.
Now it's like, oh, let me just squeeze that little neck of yours. Let me just squeeze that thing now.
Well, look, dude, you're up here on your Through the Smoke Canadian tour. You're in Toronto on Friday. How was TO?
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
It
dude.
looked
Oh
great.
my gosh, packed. And what a cool venue. It was amazing. Yeah.
So aside from coming up here and seeing your fans, what's the one thing that you look forward to most coming north of the border?
Honestly, I mean that is the thing I look forward to the most is always the excitement of the fans. Like they're so excited to have you here. And I don't know, like I've always felt since I first played Canada that this was another home for me. I've always felt that way. So it does feel like a homecoming for me every single time I come here. Yeah.
So let's get into some of your music. Your current single at Canadian Country Radio, "Fix What You Didn't Break." Tell us the story about this one.
Absolutely. I wrote it with some good buddies. Ashley Gorley. If you guys aren't familiar with Ashley Gorley, he is like the top songwriter in country. But honestly, like his record is crazy like across the board. So, but he's got like something like 80 number ones or something. But he's just so talented. So. Wrote it with him. I wrote it with Taylor Phillips, who I wrote World on Fire with.
Okay.
And Lindsay Rhymes. So it was the original crew that wrote World on Fire.
Right. Okay.
So that was a big part of it. But also just kind of going like, Nate, like what did you listen to in the 2000s and stuff? And I listened to a lot of like alternative pop rock.
Sure.
I had a lot of that stuff. So we took influence from that to kind of find a nostalgic feeling song that had some of those melodies that you remember, like in a sense of like, Here Without You, Babe, you know, or like I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, Aerosmith, or like any of those types of songs. Like I needed that song.
Right.
But the story concept really, truly was just the truth. It's like we go into relationships with a bunch of crap, you know, and we feel bad about it. But then when the person sees it and goes, hey, you know, I see it and I still accept you. I mean, there's something really special about that. And there's like this like thing of like, man, I'm sorry that you have to deal with this stuff that you have to fix and all this. But man, I sure love you for you could have walked away.
Yeah.
You know, but you chose to stay. So
I love this new song that you just put out with Hardy. Where basically you and Hardy hooked up with Kevin James for this song, Nobody Likes Your Girlfriend. Like, how much fun was it? Are you a King of Queens guy, first and foremost?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
So how much fun was it to collaborate with a guy like Hardy and to work with Kevin James?
I mean, Hardy's somebody that I've looked up to for a really long time. I've always looked up to Hardy. So that was obviously a bucket list. He was when I first got to town, he was my dream write. Like the person that I'm like, if I could write with one person, I want to write with Hardy, bro. Like that'd be crazy. So it's amazing to be able to call him a friend. But Kevin James, I mean, we just got to know each other not that long ago.
Okay.
Through a mutual friend that just kind of he's putting a movie together. You know, I'm not really supposed to talk about it a whole lot, but he's putting a movie together. He wanted some music for it and stuff. So somehow he got in touch with me to ask if I could make music for it. I'm like, sure.
Absolutely.
I got you, Kevin James. Like, whatever you need. We met up. We just honestly hit it off. I'm like, this guy's so genuine and normal and cool. And we call, we text, we FaceTime, like whatever. And then one night I just got the guts and I was like, do you want to come to my music video tomorrow? You know, that'd be pretty cool. He's like, I'll get on a plane tonight or tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, and he wouldn't even let me pay him.
Wow.
He did it all for free.
That's incredible.
I was like, you are crazy.
So now you and Hardy are giving out some solicited, maybe some unsolicited relationship advice through the website. What's this website? It is breakupwithher.net.
Yeah, it's not a real website.
It redirects to your website. But
does it really?
Yeah, it does.
It really works.
It really works.
Wait.
And there's a submission page on there. So I was going to ask, have you been getting many submissions?
I didn't know about this.
It's right on your website.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I better go.
Your digital team is on top of it, man.
No, I want to see this. I want to see these submissions.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit them up right when we get done here.
Breakupwithher.net goes to your website. And I was wondering if people have been sending in any submissions.
I'm sure they have. I'm sure they have. So let's find out what's going on.
Well, look, we're filming this on April 1st, April Fool's Day. Is there a prank that stands out to you that you have played on the road with the boys?
I mean, there's always things. There's things I can't really talk about.
Sure.
But you know, there's been some. We take it too far. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So whatever that means to you, we probably did it.
Okay.
You know? The whole idea is not just to tease somebody; it's to shame them. You know, we want to make sure that they're completely shamed.
You gotta keep them on their toes.
Yeah, or not. You know, just yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Okay. Can we talk about your custom Canadian tour jacket? Because dude, that thing is sick.
It rips.
Oh
it
my
rips,
God,
right?
It's badass. Who created that for you?
So I work with an artist, and dude, I'm so glad you're asking about it because I'm really excited about that jacket. Travis Austin.
Okay.
So we basically buy All Saints jackets. That's usually who I use for everything. That and Varvatos, but the Varvatos ones we don't typically do a lot with that because they're so expensive, you know. But yeah, he's designed all my Through the Smoke jackets. Designed those. My Crown Royal jacket.
Yeah.
Did that. All the specialty jackets. But yeah, he's incredible. He had his own brick and mortar for a while in Nashville. He's made jackets for like MGK.
Oh, really?
A bunch of people. But yeah, essentially I was like, dude, I want a jacket for Canada. I want it to feel like Canada. I want it to have some cool stuff on there. I want to do "Oh Canada" down the side.
Nice.
That's what it says in the words there.
Yeah.
And just show a little bit of pride, like in the country, because it does mean a lot to me. So we put that together, and I'm very happy. I have a USA version as well, obviously, and yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of a fun thing to do.
Well, that thing rips, like you said, on stage. And you're a man of fashion, but I want to see just how well you know Canadian fashion.
Oh, I got you.
So I'm going to hit you with some terms, and we'll see if you can figure this out. All right. The first one. This is an easy one. A toque.
That's a beanie.
That's a beanie. Mittens.
Mittens are going to be, it's just another term for gloves.
Yes, sir. Runners.
Shoes.
All right. Gitch.
You don't say gitch.
We say gitch.
Be honest though. Do you say
Yeah.
gitch all the
Yeah.
Go get your gitch. You son of a gitch. Like what?
When you play shows
You say
out
it.
west in Alberta, you ask
On your
somebody
life.
where their gitch is. Absolutely.
I'm gonna say your gitches are. Wait, oh, that was a clue, wasn't it? Because there's two of them. Let's see.
just one.
Sunglasses.
No.
No. Dang.
No.
What? What's a gitch?
Underwear.
Oh,
That's
that's
your
a
gitch.
gooch.
Yeah.
Oh. I know.
And we'll end on this one, the Canadian tuxedo.
I mean, that's gonna be denim on denim.
Denim
right there.
on
yeah,
denim.
of course.
Nate
And-
Smith.
Hey, I know Roots is a cool store.
Yes,
I know.
sir.
Come on, I know what's going on, you guys. Come
Nate
on.
Smith, live in the KX Country
Yeah.
Clubhouse. Appreciate you doing this, my
Hey,
friend.
yeah, you son of a gitch. Cheers. Got an itch in my gitch.
Itch in his gitch.